We think you'd be shocked to find out that the tallest players in MLB are actually tall enough to make it into the NBA. Crazy, right? In this video, we're bringing you the tallest players in the history of MLB. And while we're at it, we'll also give you sneak peeks into their careers. We've got some real OGs lined up for you, so without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is MLB's all-tall team. First up, at number 1, we've got Jon Rauch standing at 6 foot 11 inches. Let's just get one thing out of the way before we tell you more about him. This man is crazy tall. Okay, we're good to go now. Rauch, the relief pitcher, holds the title of being the tallest player in Major League Baseball history. At 6 foot 11, he was taller than everyone else in the bullpen. Over the course of an 11-year career that lasted until 2013, the Giant ended up pitching for 6 different teams. He was seen pitching in more than 500 games and finished with a 43-40 record. Now, the guy wasn't an average player or anything. In fact, he played baseball for the United States gold medal winning Olympic baseball team in Sydney, and that's pretty big. But if we're being real, 2012 was when he really started to gain attention. And it's a funny story, to be honest with you. He actually poured water on a napping Matt Harvey while he was a rookie with the New York Mets, which led to the two almost exchanging blows. Not the smartest thing he's done, because well after that season, the Mets cut Rauch loose. Ouch. Next up at number 2, we've got Hillman, standing at 6'10". Another extremely impressive and, well, tall man, in case you couldn't already tell. The baseball world saw him shine from 1992 through 1994. Eric played with the New York Mets for 3 seasons, putting together a .414 record and a 4.85 ERA. Then from 1995 to 1998, he played for the NPB in Japan following his MLB career. He had a 12-9 record and won the debut 9 award in his first season in Japan. He later went on to win the MVP award at the 1996 All-Star Game the following year. Man of many medals, you reckon? What came next for him was that the Yomiuri Giants bought his contract the following season in the hopes that he'd help them win the championship. But unfortunately, in a sad turn of events, he was sidelined for a pretty long period of time due to shoulder trouble. Later in 1998, he was finally released. Now on to number 3, Randy Johnson, reaching a solid 6'10". Honestly, this guy right here is undoubtedly the best among the tallest MLB players. He was really quite something. Oh, and he was also given a very befitting nickname, the Big Unit. Apt indeed. What do you think? Over the course of a 22-season career, the baseball world saw him play with 6 different teams, but the Big Unit was mostly seen playing for the Seattle Mariners and Arizona Diamondbacks. What's more is that his 4,875 strikeouts place him second behind Nolan Ryan among left-handed pitchers, and his 303 career victories place him 5th all-time among left-handed pitchers. Who? Man was good. And to tell you more, he has received the Cy Young Award a total of 5 times. And that's saying something, because Roger Clemens has received it 7 times. Wait, it doesn't end yet. He's also one of just 7 pitchers in MLB history to have both a perfect game and a no-hitter. But hey, we saved the best bit for last. Johnson holds the record for the oldest pitcher to ever pitch a perfect game. How cool is that? In 2001, he won the World Series and was named MVP, capping off a Hall of Fame career that lasted until his retirement in 2009. Moving on to number 4, we've got Chris Young, also reaching 6'10". Now, it shouldn't surprise you if we tell you that a guy this tall also had a knack for playing basketball. Chris played both baseball and basketball at Princeton, but ultimately chose to play baseball professionally. Yes, we know that's pretty obvious, because why else would he be on this list? We just had to say it. He played for 4 different MLB teams other than the Texas Rangers, where he made his Major League debut on August 24th back in 2004. Young won a World Series with the Kansas City Royals in 2015 and was selected to the All-Star team in 2007. Now, this is where he started to get really impressive, because in Game 1 of the World Series, he pitched and earned the win by finishing the final 3 innings with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts while allowing no hits. What's more is that he went on to win MLB's Comeback Player of the Year award later in 2014 after an injury sent him back to the minor leagues in 2013. Next at number 5, we have Andrew Sisco, standing tall at 6'10". Northwest League player Andrew Sisco was picked by the Chicago Cubs in the 2nd round of the 2001 MLB Draft. Later, the Kansas City Royals made him their 2nd pick in the 2004 Rule 5 Draft and turned him into a relief pitcher. The baseball world saw Sisco pitching for the Chinese Professional Baseball League in Taiwan after having previously played for the White Sox, Athletics, Giants, Yankees, and Dodgers. A tall man of experience indeed. Moving forward, forward, at number 6, we've got Andrew Brackman, standing at 6'10". The New York Yankees selected Andrew Brackman with the 30th overall pick in the 2007 Major League Baseball draft. He agreed to a $4.55 million four-year contract with a $3.35 million signing bonus. Oh, and he only pitched in 3 games during his Major League career. But this isn't about careers, it's about height, and Brackman was listed at 6'10" and weighed up to 230 pounds. Man was pretty big, and we sure love that. He went to North Carolina State University and played center for the basketball team, where he held a 4.0 record with a 2.09 ERA in 10 appearances during his first season, averaging 7.4 points and 3.5 rebounds per game. Pretty impressive. Up next at number 7, we've Mark Hendrickson, who reached up to 6'9". Only 13 players have ever played in both the MLB and the NBA, and this guy's one of them. He was selected many times in the MLB Draft, by the Braves in 1992 before he entered college, by the Padres in 1993 while he was still a student, by Atlanta once again in 1994, by Detroit in 1995, and finally by Texas in 1996. Then, following graduation, Hendrickson was selected by the Toronto Blue Jays in 1997 and the Philadelphia 76ers again in the 1996 NBA Draft. And before switching to baseball and finally making his MLB debut with the Blue Jays in 2004, he played 29 games with the Sixers in 1997. At number 8, we've got Richie Sexson, standing tall at 6'8". Finally, we have a non-pitcher on our list. About time, guys. From 1997 to 2008, Richie Sexson played first base for 5 MLB teams. The Cleveland Indians selected Sexson in the 23rd round of the 1993 draft, but his breakthrough season came in 1999, though, when he led the Indians with 31 home runs and 116 RBIs. This big guy also made the All-Star squad in 2002 and 2003 after being traded to the Brewers. Moving on to number 9, we have Tyler Glasnow, also standing at 6'8". Tyler Glasnow is the tallest player in the major leagues right now. He was selected by the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 9th round of the 2011 draft. On July 7, 2016, he made his major league debut. In 2018, he was traded to the Tampa Bay Rays, where he made 11 starts and had an ERA of 4.20. Before being transferred to the IL with an arm strain, he started the 2019 season with a 5-0 record and was named the AL Pitcher of the Month for April. Next up, at number 10, we have another impressive 6'8", Logan Ondrusek. The Cincinnati Reds picked Logan Ondrusek in the 13th round of the 2005 MLB Draft. He finally made the Reds roster after pitching 10 scoreless innings during the 2010 spring training. He was, however, returned to the minors after posting an 11.12 ERA in 9 appearances. In Game 2 of the 2010 NLDS against the Phillies, he came back to the pitch. He also played for Japan's Tokyo Yakult Swallows in the Nippon Professional Baseball League after his time with the Reds. He played for the Orioles again for 1 season in 2016 and is currently pitching for the Washington Nationals in the minors. Finally, as a bonus player for you, we've got Tony Clark, who's 6'8". Honestly, it makes sense to have a big target at first base, and Clark's definitely been the ideal candidate for it. The 6'8" slugger had 15 seasons of service with 6 different clubs, hitting .262 with 251 home runs, 824 RBIs, and 824 OPS. And on top of that, he's also the MLB's tallest switch hitter. That's a wrap for this video. Which big guy from our list fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.